You know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. You know you messed up. You know why? This is a revelation I'm having right now. You know why God, Yah, is so scary? I mean, it's terrifying to me. It says, work out your salvation in fear and trembling, in which I'm doing. It says, in the end, man's heart will fail them for fear. Man, trust me, in transgression, in the Lord, I've been there to where it's like, it says there's nothing left for you if you turn away from the sacrifice while you're walking with Jesus. You give it up once you've had a taste, whatever. All that's left is impending judgment. I mean, it's like fearsome. The great and terrible day of the Lord. The reason why it's so fearsome, though, is because we as people think that there's like a bed. We're going to a bed or something. We get to go nestle up in a cloud or a pillow or a blanket or a bed or something wherever we're going if we're in a bad mood or we're upset or we're hurt or whatever. The literal doctrine though talks of eternal torment, meaning no rest whatsoever. It talks about entering God's rest. Do I think the belief is completely messed up? It's crazy. The reason why he's so scary, right, is because no matter what, your brain cannot even come close to searching him out, comprehending him, predicting him, knowing his next move. It can't even begin to guess what he's about to do. And so that's why, out of respect, when it talks about fearing God, it literally means respecting God. I mean, you would respect the Lahar if the mountain blew up and it's coming towards you. You would respect that volcanic freaking plume and all that lava is going to melt your bones away. You'll be completely destroyed in the physical. So, I mean, how much greater? He's the one that made that. That is just one of his little creation with his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's worthy to be feared, to be respected. I mean, to me, he's absolutely terrifying. That's why I call him gangster. We think of gangsters as someone showing up, just blowing your dome off with no self-respect, no respect, no fear. They're just wild. They don't even care, right? Reading the Bible, how many times God cared so much that his wrath boiled up. He cared. He cares to see his will come to pass, regardless what man does, wants, whatever. He cares enough to go the distance. I mean, he put his own son on the cross in major horrific death. That's his own beloved son that wasn't even worthy of death. What's he going to do to you? So, see, there we go again. Another reason to fear Yah. And I didn't even mean for this to turn into a sermon, but you know how the spirit is. But come on, man. He's worthy of being absolutely reverential respect. I mean, my respect is face down. You know what I'm saying? He deserves some face down, face down time on the floor, prostrate, face on the floor. Because without loving the Lord, without giving your life over to the Lord, there's one thing for you: uncertainty, impending judgment. Even if you don't believe, but you kind of believe, you. I see so many people that ain't made up their mind, but that to me is a terrifying place to be because you're not promised tomorrow for one, but it's crazy because um without the book, without the way, without the truth, and without the word, even if you're debating that that's what the word is, the truth and all that, or he's Jesus, or that he's Messiah, or that he's a savior, or all that, there really isn't a lot of um, options that are that extensively understood for us. So we end up relying on ourselves, and we didn't even put ourselves here. We can't even get off the planet. There's no air there. you know, we're so tiny, and yet we can get all puffed up if we got a new cell phone. But it's just ridiculous not to fear God and not to sign up and not to try to be what he wants us to be, because he's like, look, if you love me, I'll show you everlasting mercy, and I'll give you more than you could even imagine or ask for or whatever. If you don't love me, let's put it this way, you don't want to not love me. That's basically what the Bible's telling me. And I'm like, he's pretty gangster. So, for people that, oh, God's not a gangster or whatever, dude, he's way beyond gangster. So you're right. He's not just a gangster. He's so way, 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 way beyond. Just in the word alone, I can't imagine meeting dude face to face and he articulate what he really trying to say. Just zap. Like, he could probably just look at you like, and just bam, just shut you down. Just whoosh. Like, he walk in and his creases on his pants cut you in half. Incision. Oh, laser vision. Penetrate your heart. We're not smart. That's why he's like, don't even lean to your own understanding. Don't even try to understand him. He's unsearchable. Just submit, walk in faith, seek him. That's the other reason why he's so unsearchable. He's desiring you seek him. See, he gave you free will as a gift, but it's also to see who's real. See who actually, with their free will choose to love him. That way he knows who, by free volition, made a choice to actually love him and attempt to love him and seek to love him and seek to know him and seek to understand him. Are you trying to marry somebody that doesn't even really care about you? I'm not. So that makes sense to me why God wouldn't even want to be in heaven with people that don't even care or love him or respect him, don't even want to give up nothing they are for what he is. He's everything, we're nothing. They can't even give up what little they got. Life is but a vapor. And praise Yahuwah Elohim for the word in this message. Thank you for bearing with me, because the spirit, you know what I'm saying? The spirit just moves like the wind, family.